Your tires are quietly draining hundreds of dollars from your wallet every month, and you have absolutely no idea it's happening. The way you inflate your tires right now is costing you money on fuel, destroying your rubber early, and setting you up for a blowout at 70 miles per hour with zero warning. Here are 11 mistakes experienced drivers never make but millions repeat every single week. Starting at mistake number 11. That pressure number on your door jamb feels official and final, but it isn't. That rating is calculated for worst-case loading, 5 adults, full trunk, sustained highway speeds. It's the minimum safe pressure for maximum load, not the ideal pressure for your everyday commute. Running that number on a nearly empty vehicle shifts your vehicle's weight to the outer shoulders, turning a 60,000-mile tire into a 30,000-mile tire. Most passenger vehicles perform better between 38 and 42 psi. Following that sticker without question isn't safety. It's an expensive mistake dressed up as manufacturer guidance. Mistake number 10 is happening in gas station parking lots all over this country every single day. You drive 20 minutes, pull in, your gauge reads 30 psi. You pump it to 35 and drive away feeling responsible. That feeling is a betrayal. Driving generates heat, and heat expands air by 3 to 8 psi above your true cold pressure. If your gauge reads 30 after driving, your actual cold pressure may have already been 35 before you touch the valve. Adding air to a hot tire means overinflating without knowing it, and overinflated tires shrink your contact patch and increase emergency braking distance by measurable feet. The rule is brutally simple. Check pressure only when tires are cold, meaning the car has been parked at least 3 hours or driven fewer than 2 miles at low speed. Mistake number 9 is the regret hiding inside the convenience you trust most. Those gas station air pumps look calibrated and official, but many of them are off by 2 to 5 psi in either direction. These machines sit outside in extreme heat, freezing cold, rain, and road grime, used by hundreds of drivers daily and almost never professionally recalibrated. A digital tire pressure gauge costs less than $15 and fits in your glove box. That's $15 standing between you and a money pit repeated every few weeks for the entire lifespan of your tires. Verify your own pressure before you ever touch a gas station pump. Trusting a machine you've never tested with your most critical safety components isn't convenience, it's financial negligence. Mistake number 8 is the internet tip that sounds clever, feels logical, and quietly walks you into a nightmare. Inflate slightly above recommended. The advice says, reduce rolling resistance, save on fuel. There's a grain of truth in it, as a harder tire can improve fuel economy by 1 to 2% in controlled testing. But overinflation concentrates heat in the center tread band during sustained highway driving, causing internal structural separation you will never see from the outside. You might recover a few dollars annually on fuel. You will spend hundreds replacing tires that died before their time and risk a high-speed blowout that no fuel savings could ever justify. Trading your safety margin for 1% efficiency is always the wrong calculation. Mistake number 7 is so small you've been ignoring it your entire driving life while it bleeds pressure invisibly. Inside every tire valve lives a tiny spring-loaded component called the valve core, and when it becomes loose or contaminated it allows air to escape so slowly you never notice. No hissing, no visible leak. Just a tire that reads lower than it should no matter how many times you inflate it. Tire industry engineers estimate that valve core problems cause roughly 12% of pressure loss cases in tires with no puncture at all. That small plastic cap you kick off and forget in the parking lot isn't decorative. It's the barrier keeping dust, water, and debris from corroding your valve seal. Metal caps with rubber seals cost almost nothing and provide real protection. Start using them today. Mistake number 6 is the tire shine trap that looks completely harmless and creates structural damage over months. You inflate your tires, grab the spray, and make your sidewalls look incredible. But if you've driven recently, those sidewalls are warm. Most commercial tire shine products contain petroleum-based solvents that penetrate warm rubber differently than cool rubber, accelerating the drying process at a molecular level. Over several months the sidewall develops cracks that look cosmetic at first, but progressively compromise structural integrity in ways that only reveal themselves at highway speeds under load. Professional detailers apply tire dressing only to completely cool tires, always using water-based formulas with UV protection. Vanity is one of the most expensive maintenance strategies you didn't know you were running. Mistake number 5 lives in the laws of physics and catches even experienced drivers completely off guard. Tire pressure shifts roughly 1 psi for every 10° Fahrenheit change in ambient temperature, meaning a tire inflated to 35 psi on a warm afternoon can genuinely read 31 or 32 the next cold morning without a single molecule of air escaping. Across an entire winter, drivers who set pressure once and forget it are running chronically underinflated for months, generating excess heat and accelerating wear every single day without triggering a warning light. Altitude compounds the problem further. As elevation increases, atmospheric pressure decreases, making internal tire pressure appear relatively higher. A driver who bleeds pressure in the mountains and returns to sea level is now running genuinely underinflated without understanding why. Tires respond to the physical world constantly, and treating inflation as a one-time task is one of the most quietly costly habits in everyday driving. Mistake number 4 is the gamble that makes tire professionals shake their heads every time they see it. Your front tires on a front-wheel drive vehicle handle acceleration, the majority of braking force, all steering input, and the weight of your engine, while your rear tires essentially coast. Without rotation, your fronts wear out at half the mileage of your rears, forcing replacement based on the weakest link, while the other tires still had life remaining. A proper rotation every 5,000 to 7,000 miles, aligned with your oil changes so you never forget, balances wear across all 4 corners and can extend the full set lifespan significantly. Skipping rotation isn't saving time. It's writing unnecessary checks to the tire shop on a schedule you created yourself. Mistake number 3 is the silent killer that makes you feel responsible while your tires are being destroyed underneath you. You check pressure every week, keep it perfectly within spec, and feel like you're doing everything right. But if your alignment is off, every careful pressure check is happening inside a slow financial disaster you haven't diagnosed. Misalignment forces the tire to contact the pavement at an incorrect angle, wearing one edge to the cord while the rest of the tire looks nearly new. A single pothole can knock alignment outside specification. A wheel alignment check costs a fraction of one tire and protects an investment worth several $100s per corner. Anytime you feel a pull, hit something hard, or install new tires, get the alignment checked immediately. Mistake number 2 is the warning you're dismissing every time that amber light glows on your dashboard, and the consequences are completely avoidable. Your TPMS activates when pressure drops roughly 25% below recommended, meaning by the time that light appears, a tire is already operating in dangerous conditions. Drivers who reset the system without fixing the pressure problem allow that tire to keep generating destructive internal heat, damaging the structural belts and casing compounds that hold everything together at highway speeds. Even if you inflate afterward, the internal damage may already be permanent, invisible from the outside, but waiting to express itself as a catastrophic blowout when you need that tire most. The TPMS light is not a suggestion, it is a financial and safety emergency wrapped in a small amber glow, and treating it as an inconvenience is a gamble with consequences you cannot afford. And here we are at the number 1 mistake. The most dangerous on this entire list, the one that feels the safest and costs the most. Perfect inflation cannot save a worn-out or aged tire, and the nightmare is that most drivers have absolutely no idea this trap has already closed around them. Picture a driver losing control on a wet highway with tires inflated to the exact recommended pressure. Textbook perfect on the gauge, catastrophic on the road. The tread depth is near the minimum and the rubber compound, hardened after years of UV exposure and heat cycling, has lost the elasticity it needs to channel water away from the contact patch. Hydroplaning at a perfectly manageable speed with perfectly inflated tires. Tread depth approaching 4 mm is the real replacement threshold that tire specialists recommend, well before the legal minimum where wet, road braking performance has already deteriorated dangerously. Tires older than 6 or 7 years need replacement regardless of how the tread looks, because hardened rubber loses grip in ways your eyes simply cannot detect. Sidewall cracks, bulges, or any visible deformation mean the tire comes off the car immediately, full stop. Perfectly inflated worn-out tires are not safe tires. They are a financial disaster and a physical danger held together by a number on a gauge and a false sense of security. You just learned 11 mistakes that are silently costing drivers thousands of dollars and putting lives at risk every single day. Now you know exactly what to check, what to stop doing, and what separates a tire that lasts from one that fails. Drop a comment below telling me which mistake shocked you the most. I read every single one. And if you want to keep protecting your vehicle and your wallet, hit that subscribe button right now, because the next video covers the maintenance habits that dealerships hope you never discover. Don't hand them another dollar you didn't have to spend.